Hello world, it's your boy Uncle Allen coming at you from them four walls and dirty carpets. Hoping all is well with you and your side of the world wherever you may reside. Today's topic, and hope I don't take a few people off, it's under the umbrella of the LGBTQIA, but I'm just gonna say just gay as in whole, just to cover the whole gambit. So when I say gay, no, I mean that. What to do if your child is gay? It's a simple thing. You love your child. That may go against your beliefs spiritually, of your religious practices, whatever they may be. If you're an atheist, but you're more of the just a macho man type situation, or I don't know if they got macho women or not, but whatever the case, you get where I'm going with that. I hope you still love your child. From the macho standpoint, it's an easy one. I mean, that's still your baby. You change your diaper, you raised them up, and all the other stuff, and they didn't turn out the way you thought they would turn out. Because you want to be the heterosexual child, and they're not. You don't kick them out. You don't hate them or anything. You still love your child. You may not support what they do, but support and loving aren't exactly the same thing. They're just not. You may have to come up with what's what I'm looking for? I can't get it. Just some kind of meet me halfway thing. You might do this. I'm not saying you have to. Like, okay, you're a gay. Obviously, I'm not. I don't want you to be that way, but it is what it is. So, you got your husband or your wife, same gender, of course. But can you just not, get lovey-dovey in front of me, and maybe that'll be your guys' middle? I'm not saying it or isn't. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, that at least that's better than pure hatred, and I'm cutting you out of my life. You got a baby step. If it comes from a religious standpoint, you raise your child up. Like I said, I've said in many videos, I'm more of a Yahshua, or Jesus commonly known, follower. I'm not perfect, of course. And you'd be like, well, it says here, this, that, in the Bible, and all other stuff like that. But I've never seen within the Old Testament or no, the New Testament, your child's gay, kill him. Throw him out the house. Don't love him. I haven't read that. If you believe that what your child is conducting is a sin, and it can get them, well, my child's gonna go to hell now, blah, 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 blah. You raise your child up, because most people, when they have a religious practice, they raise their children also in the religious practice. You raise your child up. Your child's doing in your mind what's not according to whatever religion it is. At that point, you've done your part. You've done your job. Like it's like a regular 9 to 5 job. The boss told you to do this. You may find a different way to get the work done, and you're doing something else. Now it's up to the boss if how they're gonna handle you, if they decide to. Once you tell your child and you raise them up, and then they go out and they're gay, that is not on you. That is between them and God. You are no longer in it. And I'm saying that to say this: you will still love your child. Now, if you don't support it, again, you don't support it. But that doesn't mean you hate, you throw out, you curse, any of that stuff of your child. You just love your child. That's all it is. It's a simple one. And if it's really something that you're dead set against, it's not an easy step. It's not. It's hard for you, and it's hard for your child. Because your child's going to end up feeling the rejection or the hate, whatever else that you're projecting outward. Even if it's not hate, but both parties have to understand this is hard for both of you. You might think it's just hard because, well, I'm the one coming out. It's hard for me. It's hard for someone else because it goes against their entire ideology and belief. Now, I don't know where your middle is, but your foundation should still be love. That's my point. Love. Wherever your middle, you find it. If you're the one coming out, you might have to go the 90 steps forward, and the recipient, your parents, or whoever your guardian is, or friends, family, have to just go the 10% to meet you there. And that's not fair. For at least, especially in your mind, I take 90 steps, you're taking 10? Yeah, we met, but I mean, man. But, that's a reality. Wherever your halfway mark is where your halfway mark is. But regardless of anything, you love your child. I've done readings and seen documentaries. You don't beat the gay out of your kid. It doesn't work. The only thing you're going to end up beating is their heart, and they're going to end up hating you in the process. Then that gap between you two will get bigger and bigger and then gone. You could be on death's door and they will not come see you. And you might end up living with regret because you have no idea what your child, possibly grandchildren, look like. Because they're not in your life. So in the end, find your middle, but love your child. You can't beat the gay out of your kid. You can't try to force them to have a promiscuous lifestyle of what you want. You're like, well, as a boy, I'm still gonna get him with a girl. You can't do that. They're gonna like what they like. If you feel you're still against it in a biblical sense, pray about it. That's all you can do. If you're the macho, I don't know. I'm not the big macho guy. I've never really been into that. That's not who I am. But in the end, love your child. Love them with all that you have. Please like, subscribe, share. If you are anywhere within the LGBTQIA community, and if it has expanded and there's more letters and I'm leaving it off, I don't know these things. I'm learning it myself. I thought X was in there somewhere. I could be wrong. But regardless, get at me in the comments. I don't know this stuff. In my time, in my prime time and heyday, gay, lesbian, and maybe bi. That's all we had. That's all we had. There was nothing else. So there's other stuff, be it transgender fluidity, identifying, all that's new to me. That's not even a year old for me. If it's been around for a long time, not for me. I was unaware of it. It's not the world that I went with, but that's besides the topic. So please, comment, educate. Whether you agree with it or not, hate and violence is not the answer. That's not going to cause anything else but just more destruction. So please, educate us. If I offended you, I'm not trying to, and I apologize. Don't just dislike and disappear. Educate. We can grow. Until then, like, subscribe, and share. One love. Gone.